How much does your current 9-to-5 job pay you? $12 an hour, $20 an hour? If you're lucky, $30 to $40 an hour? Well, with copywriting, you're actually able to get paid over $100 an hour. And I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that in this video. And don't worry, because I'm not whispering sweet nothings into your ear. I and many others have made this amount of money, over $100 an hour, with copywriting before, and I'm gonna give you that proof as well. Because the great thing with copywriting is that you get paid for what you do and what you know, more than how long you've been working on it, okay? And I'm gonna make it all make sense to you here in a minute. But right now, I'm gonna throw up a couple of screenshots on screen right now. For example, the one screenshot of me making over $250 per email, getting paid for 8 emails. Each one of these emails, I'm not even lying, took me an hour at most, probably maybe half an hour for some. So that's between $250 and $500 per hour. But of course, that is not all. So I'll also put up a screenshot here of my boy Dennis with his 1.5K sales page deal. Now, 1.5K for a sales page, honestly, is a little bit low. Usually they'd go for like at least 2, but I mean, I want to keep the numbers conservative here to just show you really what is possible. So 1.5K for a sales page. So in order for that to be $100 an hour, he would have had to work 15 hours on this sales page. What I'm telling you right now, he definitely did not, okay? At most, a sales page takes what, 8 hours, like one full day of work. So he was getting paid well over $100 an hour in his circumstance as well. And now, of course, that begs the question, how is all of this even possible? Well, I'm gonna actually break out the Blackboard of Truth and Justice and show you right now. Okay, so this right here is our boy, Brokey Bobby. Now, Brokey Bobby works at the Big M. He works at McDonald's, and he is earning, let's say, $15 an hour. So that essentially means that the Big M is making at least $20 an hour from our boy Brokey Bobby. Why? Because that's the only way that they can make profit. They're never gonna pay him over $20 an hour if he doesn't make them a substantially more amount than that. And the other thing is that how much money can Brokey Bobby really earn McDonald's in his position of just flipping burgers and serving customers? At the most, maybe $20 an hour. I mean, all he's doing is just some cheap labor. And this is essentially how every and any businesses pay their employees. And of course, you can't hate the player, you just hate the game, right? This is how it just goes. But the thing with copywriting is that you can make a significantly more amount of money for each business that pays you, meaning that you can make more yourself. And I'm gonna show you exactly how. Okay, so here's you down here at the bottom as the copy G, all right? And you as the copy G are writing one email, let's say, and it takes you an hour to write an email. Each one of these emails is $200. Or let's say that it takes you $100 per email, or maybe you're even just getting paid $50 per email, but you do every email in 30 minutes. There's a whole bunch of different ways to chop this up, but either and every way, you are making bank just by writing emails, sales pages, or what have you. Your client, however, is making so much more money than they are paying you. And this is why, as a copywriter, you can be outrageously paid. I mean, look at the ROI here. Here, McDonald's is making $5 an hour off of Brokey Bobby. Here, down here, as your client is making over $1,000 profit on every single email that you create for whatever their product is. This means that you are a happy camper and your client is also a happy camper because they're getting one crazy deal. But Tyson, how do I actually make my clients so much money with my copywriting? Well, your clients have something called an email list, okay? An email list is essentially a whole list of email addresses that they can email at any time, usually daily or every 2 days or every 3 days. Okay, so I did up a little bit of a diagram, all right? A beautiful looking diagram. So let's say your client has an email list of 20,000 emails, right? Now, this is, again, not a very big email list. I want to use all conservative numbers so that you can really see how it all works and how it comes together. So 20K email list. Me, myself, I have much more than that. And what do I only have? I have like 50K on YouTube, 50, 60K subscribers. So I'm really not that big of a creator. And I still have way bigger of an email list than this. So your clients are probably going to have upwards of 50,000. I've even had clients with over 100,000 emails in total. And now, let's say 20% of those people open, which is, again, a conservative rate. I've gotten 30 to 40% open rates before in the past. So that would be 4,000 people actually open the email. And only 1% of those 4,000 actually go ahead and click. Now, that's very, very conservative. If you have 1% of a click-through rate, I mean, the email was just all right? This is an okay email. And then 10% of those people buy a $500 product. Now that is how you arrive at $2,000 per email is what your client will be making with all conservative numbers. And there are a lot of other multipliers that you can add to this. So for example, a lot of clients that I've worked for have high ticket offers, which means they're charging people $3K or $5K or $10K, okay? And that's how much one sale is. So if one email only makes one sale to their 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 person list, I mean, $200 paying per email is literally a steal for them. They're overly happy, and of course you are too, because you're making, like I said, over $100 an hour with email copywriting. And now a good way to tie up this whole point is to just understand what my boy Warren Buffett was saying when he said that price is what you pay, but value is what you get. So I know it's hard to believe that copywriters get paid so much, but if you look at the value that they provide, it's really a steal for the business owners. And the reason copywriters are able to make so much money, especially compared to wagey jobs, is because they're not trading their time for money, they're trading their experience and their knowledge and their value for money. So here are the 4 steps to unlink your time from your earning potential as quick as possible. Now, step number 1 is to actually get paid for little to no money. Now, I know this sounds counterintuitive. Well, Tyson, you're telling me that I can come out here and get paid $100 an hour. So why should I be working for free? And the answer is that you need to be proven. You need to be trusted. Ask yourself this, right? Would you pay yourself $2,000 a month to write some emails? Currently, if you don't know how to write them before, if you've never written them for a client before, the answer is no. You'd probably rather go with somebody experienced, and your clients are going to feel the exact same way. But at the end of the day, this also doesn't have to be a bad thing. I mean, let's say you get a deal for 8 emails at $300 an hour. Okay, so maybe that's not the rate that you would like to get paid, but the thing with those emails is that now you have experience. Now you have people you can point to saying, I worked for that person and I got them results. You're also earning while you learn, because the quickest way to learn and get great at email copywriting is to just do it. Work for an actual client and do it for them. And now you can see your own open rates, you can see your own click rates, you can see exactly how much money your emails are generating, so you can take those new skills and bring them on to whatever your next venture is in your copywriting journey. And in a world where in order to get a job or a stable career, you have to go to school for 4 years and get into $200,000 of debt, you know, this whole earning while you learn thing is really the better option if you ask me. And I can't stress this enough, you're gonna wanna dedicate your whole existence to making other people as much money as possible in the beginning. And I get it, there are probably people out there who are telling you, nah, you need to come out right out the gate and ask people for 2K or 3K a month right off the bat. And I only speak from experience, okay? I've been there before and I was making no progress. So trust me when I tell you that even a little bit of progress, I'm talking a $200, a $300 deal, feels so much better than making zero progress, swinging for the fences every single time, but not actually getting any copywriting deals whatsoever. And one last point here, just to really drive it home, I want to give you a quote from my boy Napoleon Hill. He says, "The man who does more than what he is paid for will soon be paid for more than he does." And I want that to be you someday soon. Step 2, of course, is once you start making people a lot of money, now you can ask them for more money. See, here's the great thing about copywriting. The great thing about copywriting is that your return on investment is clear. They know exactly how much money you are making them and how much money they are spending on you. So for example, something like graphic design might not be able to be paid that much, okay? Because the ROI isn't clear. I don't know how many people are actually buying from me because my thumbnails are so great. That's really, really hard to track. Whereas with copywriting, it's extremely easy to track. You just see where the people who clicked your link came from. And if you see, okay, well, I had a whole bunch of people actually buy this from the emails, now you know, all right, let's say I'm making $10,000, $20,000 a month from the emails. Would it be outrageous for my copywriter to come to me and say, hey man, can I make 2K a month for doing this for you? And now, of course, because I don't want to lose him either, I'd be like, yeah, sure, 2K a month, that's nothing. I'm now spending 2K a month to make 20K a month. And I'm not, I think everybody would really take that deal. And the way that you actually get to this point, which not many people really get to, is they actually focus on their skills. A lot of copywriters are way too focused on how to get clients, and they don't even really know the basics of copywriting yet. So guys, if you need to know the basics and the absolute fundamentals of copywriting that you simply cannot skip out on, then I urge you to watch the free 4-hour course on this YouTube channel. Because inside I go over literally everything, tons of examples, and I break down every single thing about copywriting that you need to know to get started. So remember guys, quality really is the best business plan. And step number 3 to getting paid for what you know rather than how much time you put in is to become an expert with results proof, social proof, and confidence proof. So guys, social proof meaning if you have other people who can vouch for you, like you have testimonials or other people you've worked with and they say, yeah, me working with this dude, we made a lot of money and I like working with them. That is going to set you so far apart every single other copywriter because yeah, sure. Let's say there's a million different copywriters out there. Well, there's probably only 0.0001% of people who have actually worked with people before and gotten them good results. So if you have that, that is a huge flex. That is something that's going to help you stand out from the crowd. And then of course you have results proof. What are the actual hard results that you've gotten from working with these clients? If you were able to get a super high open rate, super high click rate, or just generate a lot of revenue with one email, that's something that you can brag about for the rest of time. And again, you're gonna set yourself apart from everybody else. Next, of course, is confidence proof. Guys, once you are a proven copywriter and you have the confidence in yourself, that confidence is contagious, okay? You show up with that type of confidence on a sales call and essentially your client is gonna be the one closing themselves. And guys, with all of these steps in place, you are going to be making a disproportionate amount of money compared to the amount of time that you are putting into this, okay? There are many copywriters around the world who are working, I'm talking 20 to 40 hours every single week, and they're still making over 6 figures a year. So if you're committed to becoming a full-time freelance copywriter, make sure you click one of the videos on screen to learn more. And of course, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.